Hello, welcome to the Viva Violins workshop. I've been asked to do a video about how you stop your violin pegs or viola pegs or cello pegs slipping. It's really annoying if you can't tune up properly. This violin, for example, the D peg won't hold its tuning, so you can't make it grip. I'll show you what to do. It's March here in the UK, so we have wind, we have rain, we have sun. The climate really does affect pegs. The pegs are usually ebony, and this is a harder wood than the maple of the peg box, which causes the problem. So if you come down to the bench, I'll show you exactly what you need to do. Okay, so it's the D peg that's slipping on this violin. We can't make it stay in, so we're going to need to chalk it. I'm going to use some soft French chalk. If you haven't got any, just contact Viva Violins and we can get some for you. But this is a especially soft chalk. It's not like the English blackboard chalk that you would use, and it's quite soft. You can see it comes off easily on your fingers, and that will give you a good cushion in the peg. So the first thing we need to do is we need to remove the string. Very easy. Turn the peg towards you, and you'll see that the string starts to come unwound in the peg box. So take hold of the string and gently ease the string out. It will come out of a little hole in the peg, and you can just leave the string loose like that now. So if we remove that peg, you should see a little hole, if I can get that close there in the middle. That's where the string pokes through to anchor it in position. And on either side of the peg, you can see there's a little shiny patch where it's been touching the walls of the peg box here. You need to get your French chalk and put a layer on each of these shiny patches. I'll just do it on the bench so it's secure. So take your chalk and all the way round both of those shiny patches. So you can see there's a little bit all the way around on that peg. It doesn't have to be neat at all. Put it back into the peg hole and turn it. And that's going to coat the inside of that peg hole. If you haven't got enough, it will still feel a bit loose in there, so we'll take it out and do it again. All the way round both of the shiny patches on the peg. And put it in the peg hole again. And you can repeat that process until you feel that it's starting to grip as you turn the peg. Now, pegs are fitted on a taper, which means they like to pop out. So don't be afraid to push the peg in as you turn it, and that will help it grip as well. This one's feeling quite solid now, so now all I need to do is put the string back in and see if it works. So take your string. It's always harder to fit a string again in a peg if it's already been used because it's bent at the top. Don't worry about it. Just take your time. There's no rush. You just need to take the end of it, straighten it out as best you can, and then poke it through that little hole in the peg. I like the string just to be poking out through the other side so you can just see it coming through. I don't know if I can show you that on the camera there, but just poke it through and then wind it on as neatly as you possibly can. And keep winding. Now, it's at this point, it's really useful to put some graphite on the top nut here and on the slot in the bridge. We do this to protect the string. It just gives a cushion and it helps the string glide over the top nut here and the bridge, and it prolongs the life of your string. So I've got a graphite stick, but use a pencil. So just a little bit of graphite in the top and on the bridge, and that will be great. And then keep a little bit of tension on the string as you tighten it, and then gradually turn that peg at the top away from you tightens. Make sure the string is lodged in the slot on the bridge and in the peg at the top. And when you've double checked it is, we'll put that back in there, in the both. And just double check in the bottom that the ball end is still in. You can turn and tighten the peg. If you're not sure about tuning, a digital tuner or an app on your phone is a really good idea. If you over tighten, you will break the string. So I've got a tuner here, and I will tune it with that one. I'll have another tuner with a battery in it. Let's try that one, see if that one works. So we always start tuning with the A. This one's nearly there. This is the D peg. Oh, you can hear that's low. So let's see if it holds now. Oh, it does hold. We've got enough chalk in there. And we'll get it up to pitch. If you can't do it all on the peg, find a place where the peg is happy and then do the rest on the fine tuners. and we're in. So large tuning on the pegs, fine tuning down here, but if you're not confident, always tune on the tuners, and then you should have no problem with string breakages. This peg is now holding. I don't know if it's going to continue to hold. If it doesn't, take it out, repeat the process, and you should avoid the problem in future. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.